I'm just going to read 4 short ones to kind of give you guys a feel for how potent this book is and what you can expect. All right. Progress can only exist when we are convinced we can do better and that things can be perfected. How is it then we became convinced we could do no better than democracy? You know, how is it? I mean, have we reached the pinnacle of progress?
Yes.
Are we living in the best of all possible worlds?
You betcha. I mean, don't forget that yesterday the governor of California officially signed into law a bill creating 3 genders in California.
I saw that.
Yeah, non-binary is the third. So you see, when, like the Spacing Guild in Dune, or like Holy Father, you can change reality with your mind. Why not?
It's par for the course for this governorship.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Democracy was invented for the purpose of bringing an oligarchy into power and keeping it there. That's very reminiscent of the secret oligarchy you're always talking about, the power behind the scenes, the money powers.
Although they're really not that secret. I mean, not to beat a dead horse, but how many Californians really want there to be 3 genders? And yet they've got it. Where does that come from? How's that democracy? I mean, again, ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to be thinking about secret Rosicrucian orders in back rooms. You know, if the majority of the people obviously don't want something and it gets imposed on them, that's what we call oligarchical rule.
We struck down gay marriage in our state, but the judges knew better, and they ruled it unconstitutional.
I salute my masters.
Absolutely.
I praise my owners with every single gesture at my command. I praise those who own me. I shower joy upon them. May they reek of it till their dying days. I love them, really.
Yes.
I feel better.
Good. All right. Next one is, some think Christianity has a vocation to imbue democracy with values. They are right in theory, but they will labor in vain. For democracy is a relativistic system and is hostile to any moral constraints it has not given itself.
Yeah, that's quite true.
You know, food for thought. In a relativistic system, any idea is possible. Any amount of evil is possible, so long as enough people are in favor of it.
And even if they aren't.
And even if they aren't, as we
I mean, I hate to hit the non-binary gender again.
Yeah.
And by the way, something interesting about that, that is for people registering birth certificates.
Wow.
That means that, let's say you and your wife had a kid tomorrow. You could register the child non-binary.
Wow.
Think about that. Think of the power that is giving you to screw up your kid's life.
That's true. So the person didn't even decide yet.
No! You decided for them that they were neither male nor female.
That's so unbelievable. That's so beyond everything. I mean,
in the immortal words of Betty Davis in All About Eve, buckle your seatbelts, boys. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Ain't that the truth? Okay, final one.
All right.
What has the democratic state made of this society over which it has expanded its empire? Has it sought to preserve it from moral degradation, or from the onslaughts of ideologies and particular interests? Has it established safeguards to protect the populations from the consumerism, indebtedness, and inflation which has served the money powers? The democratic state has done none of these things. On the contrary, it has become the docile servant of these forces and has put its political and legislative powers at their service.
I have to disagree. The democratic state has created a big steaming heap of perfection.
A big steaming heap of perfection.
Yes. a big, steaming, fragrant heap of perfection.
Fragrant heap of perfection.
That's right. It's like it's thoroughly perfumed. Well, but no, it is a book that one can't recommend enough. See, the problem is, as Christophe, the author of the book, Christophe Bouffard-Chazal, points out very well, is that democracy has created a world of its own where you can't even question it. You know, it's like questioning whether the ground is underfoot and the sky overhead.
Right.
You know, you can't even think outside that particular box.
That's why I love that first quote, because we're all about progress. Well, how is it progress is stopped and we can no longer question democracy?
Because if you do, you're bad.
It's funny how that works, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're pushing the envelope of everything. And we don't even know why we're pushing the envelope. For sexuality, for all these things. But for democracy, no. It must remain pure, untouched.
I'd like to push Governor Brown's envelope.
Wouldn't we all?
No, the poor old man. Who knew that one day the State House would be a retirement home for the senile? Who knew? Anyway.
Who knew? But if there are anyone out here who disagree with some of the things, it's perfectly fine to disagree. We don't expect people to agree with everything because we've all been programmed against these ideas.
The trick is to talk about them. Expand the conversations, our liberal friends say.
Absolutely. The goal of this whole thing, this book, is to bring people's minds in a place that they haven't been before, and to generate a discussion that we've never had before. That is the whole point of this. And that's all we ask, is an open mind.
In the immortal words of Edgar Allan Poe, to dream such dreams as men have never dreamt before.
That's a good line.